Hello, I'm Brian Griffin, and this is my show. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's your host Brian. Welcome back to another episode of the McGribbs Show. Before we jump into the shoutouts for this week, as well as give you guys a little sneak peek of next week's podcast episode, let's start out with some news. Alright, so I didn't really get any sort of questions in the comments for my last McGribbs Show episode, so unfortunately this week, there's no questions. So this is just going to be another little short video, but to kind of give you guys the biggest part of the news, I am a little burned out. There's just way too many things going on at once, especially doing 2 jobs and trying to make YouTube like a sort of third job per se. And also tying in with like my Patreon page, which shout out to Rick Griffin for being my patron. It gets way too much. And recently I've been thinking about trying to maybe get back into doing like live streams at some point. And right now, this is just still up in the air, but I'm thinking maybe at some point it would be kind of combining the McGribbs Show, the Q&A, then all the drum covers I do, maybe do like a short little set list as my live stream. I'd probably have to do it either Monday or Tuesday because I work in the evenings at my second job. So right now, it's just up in the air right now. So I'm thinking the next couple weeks, I think next week in particular, I'm going to do another McGribbs Show episode, podcast episode on Monday, then a drum cover on Friday. And maybe the week after that, maybe kind of do the same with Monday and Friday. But I did actually do an interview with Pete Beswick recently, so I'm going to see if I'm going to be able to share that interview on my channel soon. So stay tuned right now. So at some point, let's see if we can get the live stream back together. So stay tuned for everything. The podcast episode I'm going to actually release on Monday, which is going to show at the end of this episode, it's actually Hector Chajo, a good friend at Mexico, and actually a good friend of Joaquin Villanueva, a.k.a. El Baterista Rupestre. So, I'm going to show that near the end of the video right here. So, that's pretty much all the news I have right now. Nothing really too exciting other than just being completely burned out. So, we'll make do with what we got. But in the meantime, here's some shoutouts for you guys. Alright, so let's get right into the shoutouts. And the first one on the list is drummer Ruben. This happens to be a drummer out of Austin, Texas. It looks like he plays in a couple metal groups. Melvin, Israfel, and Witch Diaries. It looks like a lot of his YouTube videos deal with live footage of the bands he's a part of, and some how-to videos here and there. Looks like he's been on his journey for a good while now. So let's go over and show some support to drummer Ruben. Next on the list is OKC Drummer. This was a channel I actually stumbled upon recently, and it looks like he does mainly shorts videos, and it looks like he covers about some drum videos here and there, covering groups briefly like Flyleaf, Chevelle, Creed, Stone Temple Pilots, Drowning Pool, a lot of the alternative music groups. Looks like he just recently started off on his YouTube journey, so let's go over and show some support to OKC Drummer. And the last on the list is Chopstick Drummer. It looks like this is a drummer out of Canada, and it looks like what he does is acoustic electric drumming mixed with loop sound effects. This is actually what I'm reading about in his About section right here, but it looks like he messes around with loops and then kind of does like a little bit of a DJ style while also having some sort of drum patterns involved here and there too. It seems like all the loops happen to be his own, and it looks like that's what all his YouTube videos seem to be about too, so we got quite a creator on our hands right here, so let's go over and show some support. And that's going to do it for the shoutouts this week. I want to thank you guys so much for checking these channels out, and make sure you go on over and subscribe, and welcome these guys into the drum community. So until next week, that's all for the shoutouts for today. Alright, that's going to do it for this week's McGribbs Show. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to leave a like and a comment below, and consider subscribing so you can show your support and help my channel grow. If you want to become a patron on my Patreon page today, leave the link down in the description below. Also, you can hit me up on the socials. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. You pretty much name it. So if you guys want to hit me up on there, you can come on my McGribbs Show, All Music Matters in That podcast, or Just Chatting series. Looking forward to chatting with you guys. If you guys do have any questions you guys want to ask me, leave them down in the comments below. I'll make sure to address them in my next episode. So thank you guys again so much for watching. Stay safe. Stay tuned, y'all. I see. All right. We'll make do with what we got. So,
Okay.
You're actually really good friends with Joaquin, right?
Joaquin, yes, that's one of my best friends around the YouTube channels, to be honest. El Baterista Rupestre, that's his nickname, and he's a great drummer, believe me, and a great friend too.
He was, and it's actually been a while since I talked with him too. It looks like he's been doing well. And I guess, how'd you guys meet? I guess, do you guys live in the same town?
No, not exactly. I mean, he's from Ciudad de Mexico, I guess, and I'm from Guadalajara. Both state is in Mexico, obviously, but different cities. Okay, and how do we met? It was by the YouTube channel, you know. When I started my channel like 2 years ago, I don't know, YouTube started to show me like, hey, you have to see this drummer, you have to see this drummer, you have to see Brian Gribbin. Okay, you have to see all these drummers. And then Joaquin, el baterista Rupestre, he came out, and I start to see his videos, and that was a kind of funny thing because he was playing pretty much American songs, just like I do. I mean, and as we start to chat in English, like, hey, babe, you're a great drummer, blah 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 blah, and he answered me back like, oh, thanks, man, blah 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 blah. And then I start to read all the comments on his channel, and I saw that he started to speak Spanish very well. And I say, come on, I'm from Mexico too, come on. So the next comment that I make is, oye hermano, qué bien tocas. Oh, muchas gracias, hablas español. See?
No.
And that's it.
Yeah. I can understand too, because you think like, it's a fellow brother from Mexico. What am I doing here? I'm speaking English. I gotta speak my native tongue. So,
believe me, that was true.
Yeah, Joaquin, he's a cool dude. And,
he's a great guy, believe me.
Very much. I know he's kind of going through a lot of trouble, I guess, because of what COVID's done too. So, and we'll get into yours a little bit. Let's first off get to know you more as the individual and as the drummer. So I got the questions right here.
Okay.
Ready?
Go ahead.
All right. So the first one. Tell us a little bit about yourself. How did you get into drumming?
That was a kind of fun tale. That was a kind of fun history. Let me try to get it for you as quickly as I can. Okay. When I was like 12 or 13 years old, I was a guy who likes to skateboard, you know, like Tony Hawk and Caballero and all those guys. I live in the skates parks and all the stuff. And that was okay. Then one night we went to a cousin's house, and these cousins that I have, they used to have a drum in the basement, an underground basement, and that was a kind of forbidden to get into the basement. Okay. So as a curious guy, I open the door, I get down to the basement, and I see this drum set. I think it was a Pearl, or I don't know. That was not the point. The point is when I sit down in the throne, and the first thing that I did is to hit the bass drum. And believe me or not, the batter, it looks so much to the wheel of my skateboard. As a matter of fact, it looks like that. And then when I turned to 15 or 16, I pretend to switch the the skating through the music. And that's where my first instrument to come to my mind was the drums, because I was like switching between the skate wheel and the beater. I know it's a kind of funny relationship, but that's about how. And then one day I was reading the news and I was searching for a drum set, and this announcement it was a guy selling the drums, and they say, okay, I'm selling this Remo drum. I can take money or car audio, woofers, amplifiers, and all stuff. The thing is, I don't have any car by 16 years, but I do have a bunch of 15 inches woofers, a bunch of 12 inches woofers, epicenters, amplifiers, car stereo, and I switch all my car audio without the car to that drum set. And there's when I have my first Remo drum set with only 2 Zildjians, I guess. And obviously, what do you think that my mom says? Hector, you're going to change that couple of noises for another couple of noises. I was switching between car audio to the drum set. And I said like, Mom, come on. You know that I love you. And I started to play the drums at 15, 60 years. That was a lot of time ago. Just take your numbers. I have 46 right now.